You're awake.
Fresh out
How
of the
about
dirt.
that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
I was just trying to decide whether I want to stick with the name Mal. I went with that for my first character because it made sense. My last character before Mal was named Crestia Bell. I usually just pick a random name from any show that I like. Actually, that's how I picked my name. I based it off of, what are they? Bonded is a show on Netflix. There's a girl on there called Mistress May, and I really liked her name. But when I was picking my name, I was also watching Firefly. I don't know if you guys watch Firefly, but that's where I pulled Mal from. So yeah, I kind of just pull from TV to make my names. Fresh out of the dirt would be a cool name for an achievement. Or like for your first quest or something. That would be fun. Naming a character is like the hardest part. Firefly is awesome. Thank you. It's good to know that you guys can appreciate that. From Star Trek. That could be fun. There's a lot of options. I do like my Star Trek. Yes, it's very true. I really like Data, but I don't want to use that as a name. There is an episode where Data has a daughter. Her name is Lal. I honestly haven't decided how I'm gonna play this one. I think I'll probably lean a little bit more into the NCR this time, just because last time I did most of the playthrough with them real mad at me. Let's see. You know what? I really like the Star Trek idea, so we're gonna go with that. For anybody who's interested who doesn't watch Star Trek, Tasha Yar. I love her.
I can't say it's what I'd have
Unfortunately,
picked
she
for
was
you,
not
but if
in it
that's your
nearly as
name,
much
that's
as
your
I would
name.
have hoped, but
I'm
I
Doc
really liked
Mitchell.
her character.
Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
That one's almost closer. I think I'm gonna go with that one though. I think it's the yarriest.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No
Oof.
sense keeping you in bed anymore.
Better as a Romulan?
Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Oh. Her daughter
Good.
was such an asshole.
Why don't you walk down to the end of
I
the
don't know
room,
about that at all.
over by that vigor tester machine there.
She was
Take
a
it slow
huge
now.
dickhole.
It ain't a race.
Alright.
Ooh, looking
Over
good
to
so
the
far.
Phytomatic Vigor Tester.
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try.
Well,
We'll
if
learn
it
right
would
quick
let
if
me.
you got back all your faculties.
I'm clicking it. It's not letting me. There we go. I mean, yes, it was a fun twist. I just wish her daughter had been more Tasha-like. There was like not an ounce of Tasha in that Romulan daughter. Her sister was a really interesting character, though. I like my strength. I carry a lot of things, so it's important. Yeah. Yeah, I keep trying to click on it. Well, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Agility. Yeah. That'll do.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good.
I
but
have
that
not
don't mean them bullets
played
didn't leave
Star
you
Trek
nuttered in the bighorn
anything.
dropping. What
That
do you
is
say
something
you
I've
take
not
a seat
done.
in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
I will have to look into that.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Light. Mother. Sometimes when you give
Human
tests like
shield.
this, you learn more than you was hoping for.
It's good to
and
get
I
your
reckon
pew-pew
that
fixed.
ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature.
Doesn't sound like me at all.
I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Of course, I run this wasteland.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Eh.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one?
Bearskin rug.
Last one.
Two bears high-fiving.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you. Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical
I don't know,
history.
that's a good question.
Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
If I'm gonna do an NCR playthrough, that would be very Yar style. She was very militant. First one should always be Wild Wasteland.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
I'm still naked, Doc. You should give me some clothes and a Pip-Boy. Right about here.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
I don't even know if I'm gonna give Boone a chance. I might skip him completely, just wait for Rex. If I push all the way to Freeside in a hurry, grab Rex, and then do some other stuff, it shouldn't take too long.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too, and the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I don't think we're gonna do hardcore mode right now. Okay. Now the massive loading of all my stuffs is almost done. Well, howdy.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Well, I mean, me and Rex don't have that kind of relationship. As far as I know.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy trails!
Sure. Huzzah. Well, howdy.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could... Meet me outside.
I don't actually need to do
Everything
that.
all right? Everything all right? Well, let's...
Yeah. Okay. Seems we're doing it then. I think maybe I have to do this part. She gives you a gun anyway.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. Suit
That'll
yourself. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the
That
town
would
mom.
actually be really perfect
She likes to meet
for this
newcomers.
particular character.
She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
In we pop.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out. Hello. Well, you've
What up,
been causing
Trudy?
quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a
What?
big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Sounds like such a solid plan.
You mean murder him? That's not our way.
Yes, dear.
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15
Depends on
like
what
it's
you shoot 'em with.
radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Oh, I agree. Such a charmer, that Mr. New Vegas.
I know that thing. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but
I'm special.
it was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. It acts friendly enough, but Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders... Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on. The New California... They do... The... Slim...
Okay,
Howdy.
first let's have a quick look at this and see if we can fix the radio. Hey look, we did it.
Feeling thirsty? I can... You're welcome.
And that'll be all for now from you, Trudy. Now let's go off on a little bit of an adventure. Wow, when you get outside, that hair is bright yellow. Sorry about that. Gunshots in the distance. Always a good sign.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play? Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him.
Caravan.
And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. My Caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge. Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm, staying in town for a bit. Did you want something else? I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word. We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles.
And now back to Sunny we go. At least Good Springs is not a huge place to run back and forth through. I imagine inside.
Howdy. Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamites.
Yeah,
Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim pack...
Not in Good Springs, no. Most of what's in there is junk, but if you want to take a shot at it.
Hey, so you're planning on taking on Joe? I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Be-
And he's not gonna give me what I want,
Howdy.
but we have to talk to
What
him
can
anyway.
Easy Pete? Too dangerous.
Yep.
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here. Nah. Way I...
Anywho. What up, Check?
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. If you're hurting for caps, I've... Now just hold on. I never... Right.
I should actually see if I can afford stim packs.
You looking to
while I'm
buy
here.
some supplies?
No monies. Alrighty then. I seem to be quite broke at the moment. I should do something about that. And also, I never actually raided this place.
Welcome back. Seems like wherever I go, it's all... Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Yay! I am not good at Caravan. So I probably would not be doing any winning. Yes, red scorpion glands do sell pretty well. Usually after I fight the powder gangers and sell their stuff and raid the town, I get a reasonable amount of money. Apparently for some reason stuff is being stubborn and doesn't want to be picked up today. Yeah, we'll leave some here. Yeah, we can leave. I guess that's all we're gonna get now, so we can go talk to Ringo. I am overcumbered. And I can't get in there.
So what's going on?
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play. At least 6.
Let's do it. Let's also do save. Yes, also a good point. There's also a reasonable number of magazines and stuff if you search the schoolhouse and the mailboxes. And if you're willing to steal, there's all this stuff around here. But I never steal from here. I make a point of being pretty cool around Good Springs. Thank you.
Come on!
My ability to kill things is seriously lacking compared to 20 minutes ago.
Come on!
Very nice. Alright, so they don't like me, and also I'm dying, so something should be done about that. Let's go... That'll do now that they're dead. And we'll do a save. Alright, that went well. And most of the bodies are neatly stacked over here, which is good for getting things to Chet once I'm overcumbered. Now, where should I load up these points? That'll help me make money faster. And let's see. Might as well take this now. And let's go with... Yeah. I usually use my first one on strength, but we'll do this one for endurance.
I owe you a huge favor for this.
Well, thank you.
I did have what was left of the Crimson Caravan money, but I wasn't sure if it was my right to just give it away. I owe you more than that, though, so look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp up in New Vegas if you ever visit.
I find that, at the very least, after I hit Big Mountain and get some pretty decent weapons, I do use the melee a lot more than I ever expect I'm going to. So I figured it was a good thing to start upping sooner than I usually do. I'm trying things vaguely different than how I usually start out, but only vaguely.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later on.
I figured she probably would use a lot of lasers. It just seems right.
Can do. Thanks.
Seems I missed a couple. Joe Cobb. And this guy here. Okay. Now, we might as well loot the town a little bit. And then we're probably going to want to stop around Chet again. Lovely. Nothing in the mailbox. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I don't think this is a going inside house. Nope. in this house, it's stealing. Whose house is this? Not a great start for my karma so far, but that's okay. It will forgive me eventually. Well, hello, friendly bighorner. Casa de Victor. And we've come to the schoolhouse. Oh, Trudy's house. That would make sense. That would explain why it doesn't want me to have all her things. Hello, Metis. Quit that. There we go. Ah, too close. Nothing in there. Hello. Can't do either of those yet because they're connected. Any more of you have monies? Doesn't seem so. I think that was all the magazines in here. Okay. For now, that is all. We can't get into the safe. The schoolhouse is pretty cool. And it's a real place you can go, which is also cool. Any offerings in your mailbox? Nope. My game seems to have potentially frozen. Well, at least we just came out of the schoolhouse, which means there was an autosave. But if it's frozen, and I've only got 15 minutes left of my stream, I don't know if it's gonna be worth doing a reload just to play for another 5 minutes. Maybe I should call that the end for today. Doesn't look like the camera froze, but the screen is definitely frozen. Okay, well, I'm gonna try something here. And it doesn't look like it's going to want to do anything. Yeah, we appear a little bit stuckish. So yeah, I'm gonna call that the end, because I need to reboot my computer now. So thank you everybody for coming by. I see we had a second ago 10 people watching, so that's a pretty good turnout. Thank you all for being here, and I'm sorry if it's doing weird glitch sounds in the background. But I really appreciate everybody coming by, and if you haven't followed yet and you want to keep an eye on my new playthrough that we just started, please click that follow button or subscribe if you want to get some special emotes. And I will see you guys tomorrow. It was fun today. We had a really interesting day. So, hopefully you'll come back around again tomorrow for an equally interesting playthrough. I'm gonna hit the power button now. So thank you all for being here. Have a good night. Bye!